The world's first openly transgender mayor and subsequent MP, Georgina Beyer, has died aged 65. Georgina Beyer from Te Atiawa, Ngāti Mutunga, Ngāti Raukawa, Ngāti Porou died at Mary Potter Hospice in Wellington after an extended battle with kidney disease. She'll lie at Pipi teaomāori in Pōneke from 2 p.m. until 5 o'clock today, with a public memorial service expected in the coming weeks. Former New Zealand Labour Party politician and gender equality and human rights advocate Louisa Wall, no Ngāti Tūwharetoa, Ngāti Hineuru, Waikato, who's travelling to Pōneke today to pay her respects to Georgina, is with us now. Tēnā koe, Louisa. Thank you for joining us.
Tēnā koe, Neil, and obviously wana mihi to Georgina's whānau, and not only her whakapapa whānau, but also her kaupapa whānau. So all of the rainbow peoples around Aotearoa, New Zealand, and in fact globally, who are mourning. Our hearts are aching, but this ability to pay tribute to this amazing wahine toa, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Look, she was a bit of a trendsetter, wasn't she? I mean, she led the way for a number of reasons. What was your relationship with Georgina, and what has she meant to you over the years?
Look, Georgina has always been a role model for me. We consolidated our relationship to a degree in 2007 when we were both in a puka by Clive Aspin and Jessica Hutchins, and it spoke to our Indigenous stories about us being proud to be takatapui. And I remember that book launch because Georgina was the guest, and just the way she entered a room and dominated a room, like people gravitated towards her. She was a natural performer, but she was also a natural advocate and space filler in terms of being takatapui. Everywhere she went, people respected her. They were in awe of her because of the way she held herself. She had amazing style and poise, and she was very, very smart and very, very articulate. And so, yeah, she was always an anchor.
And funny.
I think I've started to say for all of us. And really funny. And put people in their place. Absolutely. So, you know, the tributes now that are being accorded her based on her authentic self, her authentic life, I'm really proud to say she was my friend.
Well, the last time I had dinner with her, it was just laughs almost the whole night. But she'll be remembered as being the first openly transgender mayor in the world. What do you feel she accomplished most of her time in the mayoralty?
I think in terms of her mayoralty, it's very clear to me that her connection with community and her ability to translate their needs into concrete action was the reason they voted for her in the first place. I mean, she had a phenomenal swing when she became the MP later on, but based off her work as the Mayor of Kātatin. So when you think about that place in terms of Aotearoa, New Zealand, very rural, very blue, voting for Georgina, she really smashed, I guess, stereotypes. And really consolidated that if you want to represent your community, that it doesn't matter who you are, if you live an authentic, real life that's based on community values, community advocacy, then the people will vote for you because they'll vote for you based on your actions, not any perception of what you're supposed to be like, but to actually judge you on merit. And I think from a political perspective, that is a unique in politics.
And she was also...
It doesn't happen often.
She was also the world's first openly transgender MP and advocated, as you say, for LGBTQ plus rights, affordable housing, progressive labour policies, equity, redress for Māori. What did you see as some of her greatest achievements as an MP, and how did she influence you?
Well, obviously she's celebrated for prostitutional reform, for decriminalisation, for civil unions, and from my perspective also paving the way for marriage equality. But also she was really clear about our basic rights under human rights legislation. And I think as a pioneer in terms of being proud to be transsexual, and becoming the face for the trans community. I think she's really educated all of us about the ability to lead an authentic life built on dignity and rights. And we haven't had issues like in the UK about gender identity and recognition for trans people that other countries have. And in part, it's because Georgina has been that person that has allowed us to move from the theory to a very concrete example of what a trans person looks like. And someone so genuine and authentic who never hid. She was always proud of herself, and she obviously had, really intense traumatic experiences, but she never hid those away. She was never ashamed of those experiences, and therefore she was never ashamed of herself. So as a Māori wahine, I heard she's created an amazing legacy that has not ended.
And strong, and a fighter. What do you feel, or what are you expecting at Pipitea Marae today?
Oh, look, there'll be an outpouring of grief, first and foremost. I think that for many people, they didn't really understand where Georgina was in this battle. I know that her very dear friends, Scotty and Mel and Helena and Heather, have wrapped themselves around her and been there with her. But, Georgina came to Tamaki Makaurau in December to participate in a takatapui hui. She had every intention of attending the Auckland Pride Festival. So right till the end, she was working for our community. And not many people know she has a Y claim, Y2703, which is about the ability of takatapui to receive the health services and the social services that we deserve. And that is something that she's taken on behalf of all of us. So, as I said, her legacy is yet to be fully realised because that claim is yet to be heard.
Yeah, leaves an incredible legacy. A former Labour MP, Louisa Wall, thank you so much for your time and safe travels to Te Whanganui a Tara. Ngā mihi.
Ngā mihi, kia ora.